I legit like stream like
One more time for Dave Whittemore. Everything he said is 100% factual. This is the first time I ever put that out. I think we're using it for their drum set, but now that I've seen people fall multiple times, were they using it for their drum set? Every time they're drumming and just sliding going across the floor? Alright, fucking whatever. Oh man, after the show, meet in the parking lot, I'll play some of the Hot Fire. That's the only part that I have a problem with. That was not factual. His verse was so terrible, we had to cut and paste like a ransom note just to make it even halfway out. Alright. Your next comic, what's your show? The 8th? March 8th, you can see him here, live and in person, maybe shirtless. He tends to do that sometimes. Good for Ethan Wall, everybody. Ethan Wall.
That's right, I'm a badass. So I've been smoking weed a lot. I quit yesterday for probably 36 hours. And I have one question. How do you sober people do it? I don't fucking understand, dude. Like, you guys go skiing or some shit? I don't get it. I was sitting in my room, twiddling my thumbs. I'm like, fuck, should I just jerk off again or some shit? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Damn. I was smoking weed with my homie in his garage recently. And he asked me, he's like, Ethan, who's your favorite superhero? I'm like, I was so stoned, I was like, Captain Crunch. I wasn't even fucking with him. And he's like, that's not a superhero. I'm like, oh, what was the question again? He's like, well, who's your favorite superhero? I'm like, my dad. He's like, isn't your dad dead? And I'm like, fuck, I guess. Yeah. I don't know, the sun, I guess. The sun's pretty cool, fuck. Alright, cool, that one didn't work out. Alright, I want to see that one work out, and then I was gonna do this. Alright, so I have 3 stories for you guys, right? 3 stories. I have one, it's me working at MB2 and a kid shit himself. I have 2, it's the story of my dad dying. It's funny, I guarantee you. And then 3, I have hold on, let me read. Losing my virginity. Yeah. What do you guys want to hear? Shit. Yeah. 3 of them? Fuck, okay. So I was working at MB2. I was working here, and it was a quiet day. Not really much going on, and there's this dad and this son that come in, right? And they come in, and I'm all briefing them. I'm showing them what's up with the carts and stuff like that. And the son, he's like, hey, can I go take a shit real quick? And I'm like, yeah, I guess so, sure. And then he goes to the bathroom, takes 5 minutes, comes back, everything's good. I get them all seated in the carts. I'm like, you guys ready to go? I'm about to send you guys out. You guys ready to go? And then he shoots his hand up. He's like, can I go to the bathroom again? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And so he gets up, he runs to the fucking bathroom, and takes 15 minutes. You know, I'm sitting there. I get paid for this shit, so I really don't give a fuck. He could take her as long as he wants. So he gets back, and he's sitting in the cart, and I'm sending him out. They go 6 laps. 6 laps. And I'm sitting there on my phone, changing something, because I was listening to something. And out of nowhere, I hear the cart crash. Just fucking huge. So loud. Going through 6 lanes of fucking barriers and stuff. And the barriers are heavy. They're like 20 pounds each. So he gets hit in the face a whole bunch. And I'm this fat. So I was mentally, I was already out there helping him. But I was on the floor, I guess. So I was on the floor, I was all bloody and shit, and I'm fuck, I'll get up, and I run over there again, and so you have to jump over these barriers to get onto the track, and I jump over a barrier, and I trip, and I fucking fall again, and I hit my knee, I'm like, fucking shit. Okay, that's I get up, and I go to this guy, I'm like, are you okay, my man, are you okay? Because he got hit fucking hard. He must have a concussion, or he must have a concussion. So I'm getting all these barriers off, I'm like, are you okay, you okay? First thing he says, he's like, can I go take a shit? what the fuck? Yeah, sure, I guess so. Like, I get him out, and like people are starting to come in, and I get him up, and I'm taking him off the track, and people are walking by, and like he's walking like this. I'm like, oh shit, because I guess when you take a shit, you shit yourself, and he was in a cart, so like his legs just go stiff, you know? So like it just makes sense why he just did that. So like I'm walking him to the restroom, and like, you know, I'm a little bit further away because, you know, he smells like shit. And I'm like, all right. So his dad's yelling at me. He's like, is he good? Is he good? I'm like, yeah, he's fine. He's fucking fine. And so later on, my shift is about to end, and one of my tasks is to go clean the bathroom. So, yeah. You gotta see where this is going. So I go to the bathroom, and, you know, it's when masks have. I got fired, so I don't know if you guys wear masks anymore. But I go in there because it's my solace, you know? It's my solace. I go in there, I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god, it smells like shit. And so I go into the handicap stall, the source of the smell, and I open the stall, and the toilet is full of shit, like over the fucking rim, and I'm like, oh my god, this fucking gross. And so I'm like, we have mics and stuff, so I'm like, hey, so we have this like huge shit in the bathroom. What am I gonna do about it? He's like, a couple seconds goes by, you got gloves? I'm like, please God, no. Anything but that. He's like, I'm coming with the trash bag. Not the trash bag. It's like, gets in there, and he goes with the trash bag, and he's like, all right, get it in there. I'm like, damn, another set of gloves, please. And so like, I grab like a handful of shit, and then like I feel and see what he had for lunch, and I'm like, oh my god, he didn't finish it. Like I see he had like a burrito and like beans and shit like that. I'm like, that Mexican must have been good, motherfucker. And I would take it out and I put it in a trash bag, and I was like, you know what, fuck this place. I just clocked out and left.
Alright, everybody, have a good one. Have a good one. Hey, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it, guys.
I'll fix this for you.
I was just thrilled that you didn't trip and fall on the carpet. So.
Yeah, I had to pick a side.